Hey, folks, my guest today is Silas Reddy. He's a founder, entrepreneur, and engineer, and he loves to make new things using mostly zeros and ones. He loves creating software that impacts some parts of life and is now working on what's called TypeStack.ai, a WordPress blog alternative for startups. Silas, you ready to take us to the top?
Yep.
All right. So, what gave you this idea? Were you a WordPress customer and got frustrated, or what?
Yes, I think you're spot on, right? I mean, before TypeStack, we were actually building a different product called Window, and as part of that, we were focused heavily on content marketing, specifically blogs, and we were using WordPress and super frustrated with the tool, the bulkiness of it, and the issues that comes with the legacyness of its tool, right? And then we felt, hey, why can't blogging be super simple? Because things are super simple right now. Every tool has become like easy, 2 minute setup, most things taken care, but uh, we were struggling to find a great alternative which does this, and then that's when we thought, hey, let's build this, and that's how TypeStack has born.
And
Yeah.
how much are customers paying per month today for TypeStack?
We have only single plan, as opposed to most SaaS companies. We have a single plan. It's at $19 per year. If they pay $19 per month, if they pay for a yearly subscription, or $29 per month.
Okay. And what percent of users pay annually versus monthly?
It's mostly monthly at this point of time, and we are hardly a few months old, Nathan. I mean, we are still in beta. I mean, if you see our website, it stays beta. So we're still in beta, but we do have paying users and we do have some users. But yes, it's mostly monthly at this point of time.
How many paying users today?
We are in double digits, low double digits. We have about 14 odd paying
That's
users. I mean,
awesome.
like I said, we're
Congrats on
just
your first
started.
14.
Yes.
Okay, very good. So 29 bucks a month times 14 customers is about $400 a month in revenue. Is that right?
Yes. Yes.
That's amazing. Okay, tell me when did you write the first line of code for the company?
I think this is July of 2022. So about 4 months back.
And then how did you build a wait list so you could start, getting your first customers?
Uh, so it was mostly feedback based. I mean, I've been in startups for a while now. I have 12 years of experience mostly with startups, either mine or working for someone else's. And I've ran this idea with quite a few of fellow entrepreneurs that I know, and they said, "Hey, looks like an exciting tool." And we've started building even before we have a wait list. So it was mostly a parallel process of building product and building a wait list. So July we started coding the product, and I think somewhere in August, September timeframe we started building waitlist, and we are where we are
Silas,
here
how
now in
though? How?
October.
People can't just they don't just find your website on accident. How did you get your first five people on the wait list?
Um, so it's mostly through network. So we've believed that we want to build uh, this product entirely through feedback. So we've sent this link to all our friends, and within our network, we bombarded them on LinkedIn, WhatsApps, and emails. We've sent, I think, close to maybe say 500 emails, by the way, and then we got about 20-25 odd responses back from within our first degree, second degree connections, and then that's how it started.
Oh, what's going on there, YouTube? Good to see you guys. Now imagine this. You love watching these interviews with SaaS founders, but imagine if we took all of the valuation data out from over 2,807 interviews I've done manually. Saves you a lot of time. Well, we've done this. We've built it into the beautiful interface inside of FounderPath. Check this out. I'll show you how you can access this in a second, but you log in, you connect your Stripe account, you see your valuation real time, you can see what it changed over the past 88 days, and even set goals for valuation this year. Now, the secret to valuation is there's many different ways to value a SaaS business. So the reason you're going to see 3 or 4 different valuations inside of your FounderPath dashboard, this is all free by the way, is because depending on who's doing the buying of your SaaS company, you're going to get a different valuation. A VC is going to pay a different valuation. Private equity firm is different. If you're going to do a minority sale, that's different. And if you sell the whole business, that's a different valuation. You can see all those when I hover over here. Right, so the teal is what a VC would pay, yellow is what private equity, and red is if you sold the whole thing outright. Now, what's cool about this is not built off random data. Again, you guys hear these interviews on YouTube. All these data are built from real-time valuation data points founders share with us on the show. So traction, 1.2 million, seed round, 3.7 raise. They sold 22% of their business. Go in here and filter by the event. Maybe you only want to see companies that have sold the whole business. Well, here are a bunch that have been acquired, the valuation and the multiple. Maybe you're going out right now and you're raising your seed round. Well, go in here and look at all this recent seed deals that went down, what they raised, what valuation they raised at, and what percent that they sold. There's never been a larger data set of SaaS valuations than what you can get now inside of FounderPath, and we're thrilled to bring it to you. All right, we're going to go back to the YouTube video here in a second, but if you want to check this tool out, if you want to jump in and sign up, you can check it out for free to get your valuation at this link, founderpath.com/products/valuations. Or if you go to founderpath.com and hover over products, click on get your valuation here and go ahead and sign up to give it a whirl. Again, all that valuation data live right inside the platform. I hope to see you there. All right, let's jump back into the interview.
I mean,
Did
we
you use
wanted
any
to keep
tool
it
to send the
close.
LinkedIn messages, or did you do it manually?
No, it was all manual. We've got the emails. It was mostly emails, by the way, not LinkedIn messages, because of late I feel LinkedIn is so spammy. I don't know if people even respond there anymore. So we've collected emails from LinkedIn and then started dropping them email one by one. It was not even
What's the
automated. So
subject? What's the subject line?
it was like, hey, do you want to grow your content? I mean, something like that. I mean, we've tweaked it for different guys, but hey, do you like to see your grow content? Do you like to see your content grow? Do you like to see your organic traffic grow? Something like that, because that's what TypeStack does. It's mostly for organic marketing and content marketing.
That makes a lot of sense. Okay, so you're doing about $400 a month in revenue today, or about $5,000 per year in terms of run rate. Did you
Yes.
launch this yourself? Or are you sole founder?
No, we are three founders actually at this point of time. Like I said before, TypeStack, we were building a different product called Window, and currently three of us are working on this, and we have a fairly decent team as well. In fact, we are funded. We've raised a small round of funding from venture capital, and
Hold on,
at this
Silas,
point,
hold on. We're talking about too
yeah.
many things here. So, window, is that what you raised money for?
No, we've raised money for TypeStack,
Okay, so for
but before
TypeStack, how much
TypeStack,
have you?
we've
For
raised a
TypeStack,
million,
how much
Nathan.
have you raised? $1 million.
We've
Okay.
raised $1 million, Nathan.
And okay, so you raised $1 million in your pre-seed round for TypeStack. Most companies are selling 15 to 20% of their business in their pre-seed rounds. Is that about what you sold?
Yes, that's about true. Yes.
Okay, so you got something like a 4 or 5 million post-money valuation, or a 4 or 5 million cap if it's on a note.
Correct. Yes.
How did you convince investors to give you a $5 million cap on a pre-revenue company?
Um, I think it was mostly the team. Like I said, we all three of us are second time entrepreneurs. By the way, this is my second startup. Even my co-founder has done a startup before, both of them, and this is our second startup. And I think we are a well-rounded team. You know, I'm a non-techie. I take care of marketing and other needs. I have a techie founder who takes care of all the tech related tech and product, right? So it's a well-rounded team, and we feel it's a fairly large market that we're going behind. I think these are few reasons why VCs were gracious enough to give us a check.
Did you guys split the equity evenly?
Yes, almost. I think very slight differences, but yes, almost.
So 30%, 30%, 30%, something like that.
Yeah, about 2-3% here and there. Yes, but yeah.
Okay. And so what is this Windows thing, and is it shut down now, or what happened to it?
No, Window is mostly on autopilot at this point of time. So, Window was a Shopify alternative, Nathan. We were trying to build a Shopify alternative for small businesses. It's a mobile app through which anyone can create their own online store. And it's currently on autopilot. It makes about $2,000 per month at this point of time, with very little effort from our end. And we are currently focused fully on TypeStack. And if you see broadly, like I said, Windows is a Shopify alternate, and we are trying to build a WordPress alternate. If you see the overall philosophy of the org, we usually are trying to build legacy tool alternatives, because legacy tools are very hard to use. especially for SaaS founders or solopreneurs or small startups out there. So that's the overall philosophy that we want to catch on with our product, Nathan.
That makes sense. What on your LinkedIn it says you're working at a company called Umbrella. What's Umbrella?
So I mean, Umbrella is both window and type stack together. I mean, Umbrella is not a product itself. We just gave it a name because we have multi products and we may build more products down the line. So that's the reason we gave the name Umbrella, just so that it reflects that nature
Yep.
of the org.
That makes sense. Now, when I go back to your history as a founder, you had MyWash in 2014, and you grew this. Did you bootstrap MyWash or raise capital?
No, we did raise capital even for MyWash. MyWash was a ops heavy, operations intensive business, Nathan. So we needed capital. We've raised about million and half even at that point of time, and we were one of the largest or the largest laundry business in India at that point of time. We were crossing close to million garments a day, and we got acquired by an Amazon funded startup called HouseJoy. So
Yep.
HouseJoy acquired us. It was funded by Amazon.
And how much did you guys sell for?
Uh, I think we like 2-3x of our valuation. It was
Okay.
not a great deal because I mean, if you I don't know if you guys remember, but 2015-16 was also kind of like a very slow phase for startups with venture capital drying up and many other reasons. So we were kind of in a tight spot, but we were lucky enough that we got someone to acquire us.
So you sold it for like $5 or $6 million, something like that.
Yes, yes,
And this
correct.
was at the same time that HouseJoy raised $23 million from Amazon, right?
Yes, yes.
And then you chose to stick around a little bit and learn. How long did you stick around?
I was there with them for about 18 months.
Mm-hmm. And why join Fuel Fill after that? Why not go launch your own thing?
So launching my own thing was always in the back of my head after my wash, right? But um, it was that I wanted. So my philosophy is always that I need a co-founder. I don't want to start alone at any point of my time. So I was constantly on the lookout for a co-founder, and at that point of time, I was juggling and start helping other startups because working for other startups is where there is highest probability of you finding a co-founder, honestly, because you meet like-minded people who are also interested in startups and probably with the intent of doing their own. So honestly, that's one of the biggest reason why I never start alone. I always look for a co-founder because starting alone is super super tough in my opinion.
I love it. More flexibility. No one to have to make decisions with. You get all the glory, but you have all the responsibility.
Yeah, and I mean, usually entrepreneurs also do this, right? They have an idea, they start and then look for a co-founder. I actually never believe in that theory because it's your idea and someone is sold on it. My philosophy usually is that I found a co-founder first and we ideate together, then that idea becomes both of yours, right? And then both of you are sold equally on that idea, right? So I look at entrepreneurship slightly differently, especially doing it second time.
Yeah, no, that's fine. But I mean, you haven't had the big sort of I mean, even the HouseJoy deal, I believe Saran said that there was no cash involved in that deal, right? It was all stock.
There was very small cash involved. There is some cash involved. It was not a fully stock deal, but yes, majorly a stock.
Yeah, so you're still hungry. You haven't had a big cash exit yet. You still want to go make a big splash, right?
Yes,
All
yes.
right,
I'm,
fair
I'm
enough.
still hustling. Yes.
All right, fair enough. On that note, Silas, let's wrap up here with the. Well, actually, let me ask you one other question. What's the total team size today at TypeStack?
Um, we are about 25, but
How,
that includes a small team of window as well. Like I said, our window team is about 3-4 people who dedicatedly work on window, and most others, like 20-22 people, work on type stack.
how many are
So we want
engineers?
to build a just three engineers, four engineers.
There's only 4 engineers on a 25
Yeah,
person team,
yeah.
and
Four
it's a
engineers
software
about
company.
engineers are fairly expensive, Nathan, to hire, and it's not easy to hire them as well. And we
I mean,
firmly
but
believe that.
you're in Bangalore. I mean, a senior front end, even a senior Mongo like back end person, you're going to pay $50,000-$60,000 a year. You just raised $1 million.
Uh, no, we are actually in Hyderabad, by the way. We are not in Bangalore.
Okay,
But
or Hyderabad, same thing though. I mean,
yeah,
I know they're going rates
yes,
over there. It's not that expensive.
yes. No, they're fairly expensive. By the way, we don't usually hire Mongols. We build entirely on React.js, and a React.js guy here goes anywhere about 100K. By the way, in Indian currency,
Oh, wow. Interesting.
fairly very expensive resource, and it's hard to find a good dev. So we are fortunate that we have four great devs who are able to pull off whatever we're
What's
looking
everyone
for,
else
and then.
doing though? 21 other people. What are they doing?
So yes, we have a fairly large design team. We are a more design focused company, I would say, than a dev focused company. We take design very seriously. We have 5 designers for a 4 dev team.
Silas,
Uh,
what on earth do you have five designers to put this page
yes,
together?
I mean we are still working on many things, Nathan. But yes, we have 5 designers. Two of them work
25% of your,
exclusively.
think about this for everyone listening, 25% of your team are designers. That seems
Yes.
wild to me.
I mean, we are a design first company. At least that's what we want to build, Nathan. Maybe we are not there yet. We are happy to
Yeah, but
receive
design
feedback.
first
But
doesn't mean you hire more designers. It means you hire one really good designer.
perhaps, but I mean, if you see, we are working on multiple products, right? I mean, window is there, then there is type stack. We're not working on a single product, and that's the kind of org we are also looking to build. That's why we formed this umbrella. Honestly, we feel we are continuously exploring these multiple product approach, which most companies take it as an end goal. I mean, if you see the end goal of any company, it's multiple products, and we want to start with multiple products. I mean, it's a slightly
Yeah, but
different feeling
Silas,
with it.
there's an order of operations that's important. Okay, you know Girish very
Yeah,
well because you sold a company to
yeah,
Freshdesk. Okay, you
yeah,
know their money printing machine is Freshdesk. He tried very hard
yes,
to launch a lot of other products, and you know what? Like he told me when I interviewed him, less than 6% of Freshworks' total user base uses more than two products. They almost
yes,
all use one product. So like, I just don't
correct.
understand why would you want to like just throw 20 products in the market at the start?
No, we're not throwing 20 products at the start, Nathan. I mean, if you see, we currently have 2 products, but
Yeah, but why
we
even
want to.
two? I mean, there should just be one. You should just be all in on one and just go for it.
Uh, so window is mostly on autopilot, like I said, and currently we are focused on type stack, and within type stack we are actually looking to make it more content marketing focused. So we are building more tools, I would say, or features within type stack at this point of time, and want to make it like a complete content marketing tool. For example, like Contentful. I'm not sure if you know about Contentful, but Contentful is a CMS mostly focused for enterprise SaaS enterprises, and we want to build something like Contentful for small startups. I'm not sure if I could communicate that across, but that's exactly the end goal of TypeStack, I would say.
Awesome. All right. On that note, let's wrap up here with the famous five. Number one, favorite book.
Sorry,
Favorite book.
favorite book. Okay, Atomic Habits.
James Clear. Number two, is there a CEO you're following or studying?
Um, um, Honestly, no, but Kunal Shah in India is fairly famous. I like his ideologies. Yeah.
Number three, what's your favorite online tool for building type stack?
Online. Sorry, your voice was breaking.
Tool, online tool.
Online tool for. Uh, can you tell me the
Silas, it's
context?
just your favorite online tool.
I would say Product Hunt. I mean, I like it a
Okay.
lot. Yeah,
Number four, how many hours of sleep do you get every night?
about 6.
And situation, married, single, kids?
Yes, married with a kid.
Okay. And how old are you?
I am 33.
Last question. Something you wish you knew when you were 20 years old.
Um, I mean, hard to put, but startups are great. I mean, I wish I knew that much before I jumped into startups at 25. So probably jumped in at 20 was great.
Guys, there you have it. He had a company, sold it to HouseJoy for about $5-6 million, mostly stock. Then joined some other startups, learned a bunch, was waiting to find a co-founder, and then eventually launched more recently a tool called Window, now called TypeStack, which is hoping to build a better, easier to use version of WordPress. They just closed a pre-seed around $1 million at a 4 or 5 million valuation. Team of 25. They just got their first 14 customers, which we love. They're doing $500 a month or $400 a month on TypeStack.ai as they look to scale. Silas, thanks for taking us to the top.
Thanks a lot, Nathan. Thanks a lot.
One more thing before you go. We have a brand new show every Thursday at 1 p.m. Central. It's called Shark Tank for SaaS. We call it Deal or Bust. One founder comes on, three hungry buyers, they try and do a deal live, and the founder shares back-end dashboards, their expenses, their revenue, ARPU, CAC, LTV, you name it, they share it. And the buyers try and make a deal live. It is fun to watch every Thursday, 1 p.m. Central. Additionally, remember, these recorded founder interviews go live. We release them here on YouTube every day at 2 p.m. Central. To make sure you don't miss any of that, make sure you click the subscribe button below here on YouTube, the big red button, and then click the little bell notification to make sure you get notifications when we do go live. I wouldn't want you to miss breaking news in the SaaS world, whether it's an acquisition, a big fundraise, a big sale, a big profitability statement, or something else. I don't want you to miss it. Additionally, if you want to take this conversation deeper and further, we have by far the largest private Slack community for B2B SaaS founders. You want to get in there. We've probably talked about your tool if you're running a company or your firm if you're investing. You can go in there and quickly search and see what people are saying. Sign up for that at nathanlatka.com/Slack. In the meantime, I'm hanging out with you here on YouTube. I'll be in the comments for the next 30 minutes. Feel free to let me know what you thought about this episode. And if you enjoyed it, click the thumbs up. We get a lot of haters that are mad at how aggressive I am on these shows, but I do it so that we can all learn. We have to counter those people. We got to push them away. Click the thumbs up below to counter them and know that I appreciate your guys' support. All right, I'll be in the comments. See ya.